After watching this video, you're going to have all the information you need in order to destroy the new Illuminate forces. Straight up, let's talk about the Leviathan, because this thing looks insane. Your eruptors, heavy machine guns, all that kind of stuff, laser cannons, they do not do anything. So don't even try that. In this clip, you'll see that me and Takibo, shout out to Takibo, by the way, we are going to be shooting a total of 7 recoilless shots at him. So number 1 there, and all the rest is going to be with friendly reload also. Now, the goal here was to shoot at the spots where there's no blue lights to figure out if it would still be consistently 7 shots no matter where you hit the ship. And the answer to that was yes. No matter where we hit it with 7 recoilless, it would take it down. So next up, we tried to go for the areas right under the ship, like those circle areas where there's a blue light, which kind of looks like a weak spot. In this instance, you will see that I'm going to try to go and aim more for those spots. Then I tried to go for that lit up area in the middle of the ship right under it. And currently we are at 3 shots. As I get the angle around the building, you will see that the ship, that circular area that has blue lights, is on fire. Like, you will see it right here. You guys can see it, right? Yep, right over there. So I'm going to start shooting that area. That is shot number 4, 5, and I believe it takes 1 more. So overall, it only took 6 shots compared to the previous 7 shots when we were hitting them anywhere. So it probably does make a little bit of a difference if you go for that lit up area under the ship. Now, the spear was actually on its own right away sticking to that spot. So that makes me think that maybe that is supposed to be something there. But I'm going to tell you guys my overall opinion here in a minute. So you will see that it's just sticking to that one point. It destroys it right away. We're kind of spamming it 3 shots. Then we get like ragdolled. But overall, it's going to take only 5 shots of the spear. Right, I believe I go down here, but Takibo gets, maybe I get 1 more in. I don't remember exactly. But the point was, we used 5 spear shots. Yeah, that is number 4 right there. And it always goes for that spot. So that's where it locks in all the time. And now you will see the one last shot that we're going to make here, and it's going to take him out. So with the spear, essentially, it only took him 5 total shots. So I'm assuming because it was right on the spot of that lit up area, that circle thing under the ship, that's why it only took 5. You see that Takibo's gonna take a shot here any second. Boom, that's shot number 5. It goes for that place again, and boom, the ship is down. So anywhere from 5 to 7 shots with recoilless and spear. Then we have the mech here, the rocket mech. And this was such a cool experience just to nuke the ship with the mech right here. And you will see that it will take everything I got here. But he does go down, which is cool, right? Like, that is actually pretty nice. Now, unfortunately, you only have like 15 or 16 shots on this mech, so you're not going to be dropping them from the ground all the time. Then here is the Wasp. The Wasp locks in pretty consistently. But I'm going to be honest with you, even though it's one of the coolest weapons in the game, you're not going to be like dropping these out of the sky with the Wasp that consistently at all. It takes a lot of shots. We managed to get it down a little bit later, but yeah, it's just not worth it. Okay, it just don't even bother. You can try, it looks cool, but that's about it. Right here you will see the anti-tank emplacement, and you will see that spinning blue lights under the ship, once again, it blows up pretty easily, and the ship does go down. But then we figured out that this ship was damaged, so I had to try again. We found a fresh one, as you will see, and I just started spamming him. I did try to go for the cannon as well. The cannons do not get destroyed. Okay, so now with the anti-tank, you can destroy these spots, as you guys can see here on your screen. However, it's still anywhere from 13 to 16 shots across the board. And once again, we were not able to destroy the cannons. However, in one of the instances, we were able to destroy the wings. Like, one of the wings, like the front wings, actually broke off, and you could see like smoke and everything. But yeah, in this clip, you see that it takes almost like 15, 16 shots to completely take him down. When it comes to the red stratagems, the laser, the rail cannon strike, those do not lock in. They don't do anything, essentially. It's like they don't register it at all, which is a bummer. It would be cool to see like the rail cannon kind of slap them from the air and just take him out, but no, that doesn't happen. It doesn't register it at all. So when it comes to the reds, though, the strafing run was how we managed to get him down a few times. Like 2 to 3 strafing runs got the job done. Now, that is essentially the most information you need about this thing, right? Because I don't think this thing is even supposed to be destroyed. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're probably better off just being careful and staying away from it. And if you do have a full team, right, like just go crazy on it with your recoillesses or whatever. But I wouldn't build my loadout around the Leviathan encounters is essentially what I'm saying. But yeah, that is all the info we have currently on the Leviathan. Now let's move on to the other enemies, the meatballs. These guys have 6,000 HP and they have armor pen 1, which means you can deal damage to them with any weapon within the game. Have a very well translated attack, which is they're gonna shout and then they're gonna rush you. Here you can quickly circle around them, gonna break their ankles, and then you're gonna be able to take shots. You can do this all the time. If you master this, they are pretty easy to kill. Here's some more footage, as you guys can see. Now, when it comes to the weapons, right? Weapons such as Eruptor absolutely deletes these guys. But in general, we're looking at weapons that are explosive damage, plasma damage, fire damage. Gas is incredibly strong against these guys, especially in combination with fire. So all of these kind of weapons will make your life 10 times easier. They do have a spin attack as well, so try not to get too close, because if they do go crazy with that, they kind of start like, you know, throwing hands essentially every direction, and it can deal a lot of damage. On top of that, you can deal, as mentioned at the beginning of the video, damage with light pen weapons. However, it's not going to be as effective and it will take more time. When it comes to shooting their legs, you can try that, but in my experience, they still keep moving forward, so I just directly hit them. Now let's go to the Overseers. Honestly, there's not much to talk about here. They're literally the same as normal Overseers when it comes to their defensive capabilities and their armor. So you can destroy them with any weapon, essentially. Light pen, medium pen, especially explosive and plasma weapons do really well. So you kind of have the same story here as you did with the normal Overseers. They do have a mortar attack where they're throwing these plasmas at you from above, but they can also directly shoot you. So be careful when it comes to that and don't stand right in front of them. Now let's talk about the Harvesters and refresh our memory a little bit here, because these guys can be very deadly. On the screen right here, you're going to see all the information you need in order to make your fights against Harvesters very easy. Now, this is created by Claysthetics. He's a friend of mine and an incredible content creator. I'm going to drop the link to his channel in the description. Make sure to check him out and show some love. When it comes to the Harvester, it's sitting at 3,000 HP with 1,500 shield. It has AP 4 mainly on its armor, but it does have its weaknesses when it comes to the leg joints. These are AP 3 and above. And if you deal damage with the appropriate weapons, you're going to be dealing tons of damage and they become pretty easy to kill. Obviously, fire also deletes them. All you got to do really is just land your shots on that weak spot. Now, the horn on top of its head is what you want to destroy if you don't want them to regen their shields. But as I said, the main point you want to go for is the leg joints, and you can use any weapon such as rockets, quasar, railgun, arc thrower, or primaries like Eruptor. They absolutely delete them. Now let's talk about one of my new favorite enemies that have been added to the game, the Stingrays. Now, these guys are actually really cool. Not only do they have a very cool attack where they give you the ability to avoid that attack if your reaction time is good, but the cool thing about these guys is that you also can kill them with medium armor weapons and above, right? So what they do is they make the ground blue. That's essentially the cue for you to get out of the way. If not, you're going to be absolutely destroyed. Once you get out of the way, as you will see right here, then you can absolutely slap them around. Here, your Eruptor deletes them once again. But as I mentioned, any medium armor pen weapon or above will get the job done. This enemy right here, in combination with the Fleshmob right now, is one of my favorite enemy types within the game. They're so awesome and they have brought so much uniqueness when it comes to the Illuminates.